The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Let's learn to love.
A very good evening to all of you. Love Talk Show is on air.
Is on air to learn and to teach about intelligent love.
Sources of jealousy. You know, there are sources of jealousy, and this is what we want to talk about today. Andrea, jealousy is, it was, and while there's jealousy, there's an opportunity, a spark of opportunity for a couple to fight, to have disagreements, and to destroy what is healthy in between them.
Whoever didn't feel a little bit of jealousy, throw the first stone, because I believe everyone, especially between a couple or amongst a spouse. But let's talk about intelligent love. Like we said before, an intelligent love has a balance. That's what we are going to discuss today.
Let's see what the word on the streets is. Let me see and watch with you.
The word on the street.
Do you think being jealous or having a jealous partner is healthy for a relationship?
I think jealousy is natural, but it leads to an unhealthy relationship, I'd say.
I think to some level, jealousy is inevitable, but overly jealous or controlling is not healthy.
It's not healthy in the sense that you're always thinking about the other person's opinion on what you're doing.
No, definitely not. Jealousy causes a lot of problems.
I think if it's to an extreme, then it would be unhealthy. But I think everyone experiences jealousy. It's something you can't really control. It depends how you act on it.
It's definitely gone both ways. I felt jealous. My other partner, they felt jealous of me. And obviously that doesn't work out.
Where do you feel like the line is drawn with normal jealousy, healthy jealousy, and where it just goes over the top?
I think anything over the top is when it's causing actual distress or arguments or fights in the relationship. Obviously you're gonna see your partner with someone attractive and maybe be I'm jealous, but it's different if it's causing fights or they're trying to control your behavior or what you're doing or anything.
I think if it's healthy, it's when you tell your partner, oh, I feel a bit jealous. Or even if you have, everyone makes mistakes, even if you say a comment that's not really right, but you apologize for it. But I think unhealthy is when you start controlling your partner and being really, really to a point where it becomes abusive.
But it's just important to communicate the way you're feeling. If you start to feel jealous, you should feel safe in your relationship in order to express that to them. But yeah, I think that there's a fine line between a healthy amount of jealousy and an unhealthy amount of jealousy.
Everyone has a certain degree of selfishness for your own personal benefit, but in a good way. Obviously, you want to be the best, your best self. So when you feel that's questioned, then you're a bit am I being my best self?
I think some people take jealousy and try and form it as protection a little bit, but no, I don't think there's any form of healthy jealousy within a relationship.
What bothers you or makes you feel insecure in a relationship?
I think when they're not being as communicative, or when there's a switch in energy and they don't communicate it, I think that's definitely something that would bother me and then would lead to negative feelings like jealousy.
It's feeling what you're doing that feels right for you is being questioned by someone else.
I hate just not feeling fully listened to, I guess. I just hate feeling not respected. Probably the biggest thing that bothers me in a relationship.
I would say maybe lack of honesty, whether it's me holding stuff back, being scared of my partner, not accepting certain things.
Feeling ignored. I want to feel I'm getting attention. I want to be spending a lot of quality time. If you're not reaching out to me to hang out or do something, I'm going to feel invisible.
The word on the street.
And one day I witnessed this between a couple when a son came and he kissed someone and he did not kiss the father. And the father was extremely upset, and no one couldn't understand why he was that upset. And later on, Andrea, we figure out why, because the father called the son in front of everyone and even made a drama out of it, saying, why did you kiss your mom and you did not kiss me? Why you said good night to mom and you haven't kissed me and said good night to me? And you can imagine what can come out of this silly thing, because we speak about a kiss, the fact of saying good night to that, and caused this kind of conflicts inside of this father's mind. Imagine, Andre, what is not doing when someone is looking at the phone, looking at the personal belongings that are at home, the things that the person is not finding, the things that he or she heard about the partner, the amount of negative ideas and sometimes creative ideas, because they are not real, that are being allowed to grow inside of this person's mind.
And one thing that caught my attention while we were talking, Ricardo, is that jealousy doesn't happen only in between couples. We can see that in family members, like a father towards their children. For example, a daughter towards their the siblings. So my mother gives more attention to that one, to the younger one, to the older one. And this is also something that we should pay attention to. If you are jealous right now living with your siblings and your parents, imagine you probably will bring that to your relationship once you have one. And in between couples, it's something that can damage a relationship and even putting an end to a marriage. Because I can't live. It's very hard. We didn't have that problem, did we, Peter?
No.
We didn't. Of course, a little bit here, a little bit there shows love. But everything that is unbalanced, it's too much. And he never gave me a reason for me to become suspicious about him. And I believe the opposite way also happened. But once you have a suspicious thought, that's it. You start looking to the phone, you start searching for things inside the pocket, and that will grow in a way that it can become uncontrollable. That's what I say.
Look to the first slide. What does it say? When there's too much jealousy, anything can be a reason to fight. And that's it. This is what we were talking about. Sometimes when there's jealousy, anything can be that spark that can create such fire in a relationship. The second one says jealousy can be a sign of insecurity or feeling disrespected. And no matter what, sometimes people, they do not want to acknowledge or to recognize. We have to admit that in certain cases, this jealousy reveals the insecurity that maybe is inside of one's heart. And that insecurity sometimes is the one that is causing problems in your relationship. Let's see. Look to the relationship that you are in, the relationships that you had previously, the relationships even with family members, co-workers, but mainly, obviously, in your love life. And see what was always the reason for fights and disagreements, and what is the common thing that your partners were or is now pointing at. Sometimes it's that suspicious ideas, this insecurity that is bringing up things that are not happening, but your insecurity makes you, be so jealous that you end up seeing things that are not real. And another thing, Andre, is the person feels disrespected, and this maybe it's also a sign of jealousy.
Insecurity. I was thinking, Peter, that probably it can be also a fruit of or a sign of someone that was disrespected before, that had reasons to be insecure because the person was betrayed and the luggage is there. So the person brought this insecurity to this new relationship. So it doesn't mean that if someone betrayed you, if someone was betraying you on your back and talking to other people and texting, that this person that you are with now does the same. So you have to really be careful with this. And the other thing, feeling disrespected, sometimes the spouse give reasons for the person to feel disrespected. For example, the way that the man, let's say, because I'm a woman, I'm talking about this relationship now between men and women. So the man talks with the colleagues, the co-workers, women. So maybe he's doing nothing wrong, but he's there texting or talking. Sometimes it has to do with with the work that they need to do together. But you have to be aware if you are men, because friendship between a man and a woman is not something that a woman will see with good eyes. So she feels disrespected.
Sometimes is provoking, né? Giving a start to this jealousy in your partner's mind or heart. Don't ignore the feelings, but address the situation by finding the source. And obviously, when there's a problem where you have something coming, the water is coming out from somewhere, you need to know where the source is. You need to cover that hole. You need to fix it, because if you don't fix it, the amount of water will increase, and the problems and the consequences will be even bigger. So you have to find the source of the problem. What is the source of the problem? It's something that I'm saying, something that I'm doing, is the way that I'm reacting this, the words that I'm using, is the famous phone password that people, they are protecting more than their bank account and whatever they have. Well, the next slide says, pay attention to the way you behave towards the opposite sex so that your partner doesn't feel disrespected. And you were talking about this.
Yes, and now a different example. For example, if you are single now and you are dating someone or talking to someone, if you go for a walk and if that person, example, if the man starts looking to the opposite sex, to another woman while you are walking, of course, it's a very big sign that he is already disrespecting you. So why continue with this relationship? Well, it's according to what you think about the situation, but it is for sure a sign of disrespect.
Or some women, we witnessed this once also, they compare their own spouses or husbands to other men. And when they start praising too much other men and trying to diminish their spouses or trying to force them in changing, you maybe are creating here a source of jealousy. So you have to be careful with this sign. This coming Thursday at 8 p.m. we have the love therapy session where you are our guest, for you to be part of it. Maybe you never came, maybe you were never here, but Andrea, it will be a night. I say night because it starts, or evening starts 8 p.m., but it will be a time that this person will not lose. It's an investment where they are going to have, if I may say it, the profit out of it.
And we are counseling since 7 p.m. on Thursdays. The couples, pastor's wife, they are always here for you. If you are watching us, if you are listening to us and you've tried everything, counselors, psychiatrists, psychologists, everything, you went to your friends, to family, in order to help you, to receive help for you to remain married, or you have no hope anymore for your love life, come, give it a go. Not a try in the sense of, oh, let me go and try. No. Bring one thing, sincerity and faith, and you will see for sure that you will receive the guidance that will give you the way out, the same way that happened with this couple that we just watched through their testimony.
This coming Thursday, 8 p.m.
Hi everyone, my name's Pedro.
Hi, my name is Adiola.
And we're from the branch of Manchester and have been married for 5 months.
The love therapy has really helped me to look at myself before I look at my partner and my mistakes before his mistakes. And as a result, it's really helped our relationship to move forward and grow even when it is that we do have problems.
The biggest lesson that I learned from the love therapy was that marriage is a mirror and it will only reflect what I have inside of me that I may not have necessarily seen when I was single or when we were in the dating stage. And that in itself has helped us to see what it is that we have inside of ourselves that we may have thought was resolved, but it wasn't. And we've worked on this through the help of the love therapy. And today we can say that our relationship is progressing and we're happily married.
Join us on Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park, London, N4 3NX. Or at select locations across the UK.
And the love walk is almost there. You know, the love walk will take place at Kennington Park this coming Saturday, 1 p.m. And when I say 1 p.m., it's literally 1 p.m. sharp. The event will start. So get there before 1 p.m. for you not to miss a thing of this love walk that was, you know, for us to be able to perform these events, to have this event on, we really struggled. We applied so much effort to have this opportunity because, Andrea, we do believe that this can be an opportunity for couples and singles to reach whatever they need in their love life. Sometimes, Andrea, people, they are anti-love therapy, as we heard a few days ago. There are others, they are anti-love walk. I don't need a love walk to go and say whatever I need to say. But the truth is, how many times could you solve your problem with a healthy conversation? How many times because sometimes you are able to tell and say many things, but sometimes you are not using the right question. So many times the way that you are talking, instead of fixing one problem, is bringing up more 2 or 3 problems. And on the top of this, Andrea, the way people are talking are even creating another problem that brings coldness between the couple.
I was thinking that the love walk is like an appointment with a specialist. You don't go every day, you just go once in a while, and God forbid, it's better for us not to go. But this conversation with the specialist means that you go in depth, means that it's not only something that you do every day or just once in a while. It's something that really you sit down and it's to sort things out. We do the questions and it's not rushing. You know, nowadays people are always rushing. And even, you know, between couples, Peter, let's talk. Oh, okay, maybe later. Oh, maybe today, because we are always, all of us, we can't say that it's only you and me. All of us, we are rushing. So on that day, the conversation with the specialist. So we are there, we talk, we sort things out. Even if you say, oh, but I don't want to address this situation. Let's go to the root. Remember, if we go to the root, we are able to sort the problem out. And it's for free. On the opposite to a consultation with a true specialist, it's for free. You can just come and join us.
And I was talking with a couple a few days ago, and they even shared with me they had some questions in their mind, certain topics to talk about, but when they took the questionnaire that they received, it helped them in bringing up some topics in a healthy way, in a good way, that instead of creating an argument, helped them in finding the solution. And this is what the Love Walk is all about. An opportunity that we are going to share, all of us together, for a while, and there will be a moment that couples will be on their own to have their picnic, their moment, their walk, if they want to choose a spot, and to be together. And for the singles, we are going to have a few activities that are prepared exactly for you to succeed also in this area of your life. Don't forget, this coming Saturday, 1 p.m., Kennington Park. May God bless you all. See you here tomorrow at 10 p.m. Bye-bye.
Hi you all, as you already know, Love Walk is back this year on the 14th of September at 1 p.m. and we'll be taking over Kennington Park. As you can see, I'm outside Oval Station, so it means it's really easy to get to. There are plenty of bus routes around the area, so there's no excuses. Everyone is welcome. So now let me show you where the event is going to take place. So here we are in the heart of Kennington Park, where it all will begin. And behind us here, we'll have the main stage where we have so many activities and surprises just for you. So let's go check out some of the areas we have planned. So in this section here, we'll have the games area, where we'll have 4 different games where the singles and the couples can come and interact with each other and have fun. On this side over here, we'll have the picnic area where you can sit down, relax and enjoy. And over here, we'll have the photo booth where you can make lovely memories of this day. Well, I can tell you that Love Walk 2024 is going to be an amazing event, and I can't wait to see you all September 14th at 1 p.m. See you guys.